Hello everyone, how are you guys today? This is Faith from Moonlit Ocean Waves. Today's video is going to be a timeless pick a card reading where we will look into what are you manifesting in the next 30 days. So since this video is timeless, it doesn't matter when you're watching this video, whether it's 2021, 2025, 2030. When you find this video and you watch it, this will be relevant for the next 30 days. Okay, so we have 4 cards here. Okay, this is card number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're new to pick a card readings, you can use several methods to choose the best card for you. You can use these shells here. You can choose the cards that you are first attracted to visually. Alternatively, you can close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and when you open your eyes, the first card that you see will probably be the right one for you. And personally, what I like to do is I like to close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and wait for a number between 1 and 4 to appear, and that is the pile, or that is the card that I will choose from. Alright, so feel free to pause the video as you do that, and then you can skip ahead to the card that you have selected. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your main card. What are you manifesting in the next 30 days? And the card that you receive is letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Okay, so a lot of people think that when we manifest something, it needs to be something physical. But in actual fact, we can also manifest something intangible, such as healing and closure. So what I feel that you are manifesting in the next 30 days is that you are letting go of control. Okay, you're being more at peace and more serene in the next 30 days because you accept that not everything is within your control, and instead of feeling scared, it actually gives you comfort. I do feel that for some of you, you might actually establish or get stronger in the next 30 days in terms of your spirituality, hence the ability to let go. So let us pull a couple of tarot cards to get more details on what this is about. Okay, so we have one card here, 10 of Wands. Okay, so 10 of Wands, as I said, you've been burdened all this while, right? And so you are, how appropriate, you are letting go of your burden. I get the feeling that perhaps you are a person that is fiercely independent. Okay, you've had to be independent at an early age. It could be for some of you because you have found that there are not a lot of people that you can trust and rely on growing up. The people that you trust betray you, or perhaps they are not present, and you feel that in your experience at the time that if you want something to be done, you have to do it yourself. Okay, and for some of you, you might also have been in a vulnerable position, relying on someone that cannot be relied upon, and so you take it upon yourself to make things happen. I feel that you are almost like a crab. You are vulnerable inside, but you are very hard on the exterior. Okay, you put up this tough front, and you truly believe that you are tough, but in actual fact, you are quite soft on the inside. Okay, there's a lot of hurt that you store within you. You're very vulnerable, and that's why you feel that you need to protect yourself by having this hard exterior. Okay, but I do sense that at this point, because it takes a lot of energy and strength to hold up that hard exterior and be strong and tough all the time, and not allowing yourself to cry and berating yourself when you actually do cry, and when you feel helpless, you hate that feeling. Okay, because you feel like, I don't want to be a victim anymore. All right, so at some point when we expend so much energy holding that hard exterior up and keeping that protection up, that wall up, it makes us exhausted, not just physically, emotionally, mentally, and also spiritually. Okay, what some of you may not know is that when we have stresses, emotional, mental stresses, it actually affects our body. Okay, so some of you might have had an anxiety attack, some of you might have had a meltdown, some of you might actually be physically ill, like you pass out. Okay, and yeah, it's due to these burdens that you have been carrying. So no cards are coming out from this deck. Let me see if I can get more details from this deck. Alright, so one card has come out. Okay, the Fool, amazing. Okay, so the Fool is a new energy. It is a very optimistic card. If you feel that, people call the Fool for a reason, because they don't really think about the what ifs. They have an idea and they just run with it. They don't try to protect, they don't try to prove, they don't try to do, they just go with their feeling. Okay, if they want to do something, they just do it, and consequences be damned. And I do feel that with this burden that you have carried, and perhaps you've come to a place where you have to let go of that control. Maybe, like I said, mentioned, maybe you guys have gotten into an emotional meltdown, or maybe you had an anxiety attack or a physical illness, maybe you passed out. It's a signal for you to start embracing this, and you are accepting that. Okay, it's almost like there's no choice. Now, this is kind of like, in a way, the events that led up to this, like I said, the meltdowns and what have you, it's not enjoyable, obviously, but it's a gift. Okay, it's a gift that gets you to stop trying so hard to bear the burdens alone. And when you accept and be in the flow, you are actually set free to be this full energy where you can actually be yourself. If you have an idea, you can run with it. You are not so afraid. What if something happens? What if this failure? Not so afraid of failure, because having been tough all your life, you know that you can survive a lot of things. If this fails, I can pick myself up, but I don't have to be so hard. Okay, I can be allowing. Okay, it doesn't happen. I know that I will be shifted to something else. I will be brought to somewhere else, and it's going to be better. Okay, you're not so hard drive or driven to stay on the path and you achieve A and achieve A and nothing else. Okay, because that's how you've been all this while. So I do feel that by the situation that happened with this 10 of Wands, you will start to let go, and the gift of that is that you will have your freedom. Okay, you will have that release. So let us take a look at advice cards for you. What advice do you have for those who pick pile number 1? What advice do you have for those who pick pile number 1? Okay, here and now, be present. Okay, so there's only the here and now, really. When we regret the past and we relive the past is already gone. And when we worry about the future is not yet here. By the time the future is here, there's only here, right? And when the moment has passed, that future that had became your now is going to be in the past. So the only place and time where you have any sort of control is right here, right now. Do you choose to let go? Do you choose to flow? Or do you choose to try and control and constrict? Okay, so the advice here is to actually focus on the present. Okay, let me see here. Past, see, there's the past, there's the future here, but this person is right in the middle, right in the present. Okay, so that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope this helps you and give you guidance and give you something to look forward to in the next 30 days. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Let us take a look at what your main card has for you. So your card is simplifying your life, and it says here, I cherish the simple pleasures in life. Okay, so for some of you, I think, and I get the sense that the next 30 days, you could be manifesting a simpler lifestyle. You could come across materials regarding minimalism, and you feel that it vibes with you. You want to have the feeling, the vibes of having a minimalist life, because let's face it, things have energies, okay? And when things lie dormant in our house, it creates stagnant energy, okay? So it can give a heavy feeling to our homes, our space, and even to ourselves. So when you see, let's say, things on Pinterest and it's minimalism, or if you come across a group on Facebook and then you take a look at the pictures that people post on there, you see, wow, this is so vast, this is so spacious, this is so freeing. So you might be inspired to clear up your home and simplify your life. Okay, so for some of you as well, I see that you might go manifest moving. Okay, maybe you've been waiting for an answer, maybe you apply to work abroad, and in the next 30 days you will manifest a positive answer, you get accepted, and so you need to start packing, you need to simplify your life, because you need to move and work abroad. Okay, what else am I getting here? Abundance could come into your life as well. For some of you, maybe you have already started the process of decluttering your home. So if this is you, you have already started. When we clean our homes, when we simplify our homes, our space, okay, it actually creates energy movement, and this influences our abundance as well. Money, prosperity, abundance have an easier time coming into our lives when we have simpler and cleaner environments. Okay, so I would say that for a lot of you, once you have started to simplify your life, you will find that your manifestations, whatever it is, whether it is financial, whether it's love, it's going to accelerate. Okay, so accelerated manifestation is also something that you can manifest in the next 30 days, especially if you've already started doing this, or you will do this during the next 30 days. Okay, you will find that things are accelerated. So let us take a look at what the details of this are by pulling a few tarot cards. Any details, please show us. Okay, so one card popped out. Oh, two cards. See, I told you. The Empress is here. So the Empress can talk about, well, usually the Empress is shown as pregnant, because she's kind of like the mother of the cards of the tarot system. Okay, so she's always usually pregnant, depicted as pregnant. So for some of you guys, you could be simplifying your life and decluttering because you're making space for a new addition to the member of your family. Okay, could be a baby, could be a dog, a pet, right? Like a cat. All right, so that could be something that you are manifesting in the next 30 days, having a new family member, maybe having a pregnancy, could be pets as well. And also, not only literally the Empress means, you know, pregnancy, fertility, but it can also represent, the pregnancy can also represent manifesting a dream. So again, if some of you have been dreaming about working overseas or moving overseas, this could be something that you're manifesting in the next 30 days. It could be also a new job. Like I said, working abroad, you could get an offer, okay? Because this is the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of something new in your career, in your finances. You could find, and this is just validation, I think, for what I've been saying with your main card here. You could start seeing manifestations in terms of financial abundance coming into your life in the next 30 days as you are simplifying and taking steps to simplify your life, okay, and creating space for good things to come in. So let us take a look. Any other details? Take this deck and check. So I'll put the cards here, maybe you can see a little bit better. Any other details? Okay, we have 2 cards, 3 cards, Knight of Swords. Okay, interesting. These cards are all upright, but somehow these 2 cards are upside down. Now, I don't usually read reversals. However, if a card comes out reversed for some reason, and this is such a situation, I would take it as such. So let me just take a couple of minutes to look at the cards. Okay, for some of you guys, you're manifesting singlehood. Okay, I get this feeling that you may be in a relationship that is not the healthiest for you. Okay, you are probably with a partner that is very scathing, gaslighting you, manipulating and abusing you verbally, okay, and mentally as well. See the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords has a very fast energy, okay, it's actually the fastest in the deck, okay. So I do feel that there is someone, your partner could be someone that is verbally and mentally and as well as emotionally abusive. Okay, this has been going on for quite some time. All right, so this is kind of like an ending here. Let me see. Okay, so if all this while you've been abused, because remember, right, the swords are communication. And so you've tolerated it for a long time, but you are no longer tolerating the situation. For some of you, you could also have been physically abused. Okay, I see, you know, this crawling for water. You could have been in a situation where you've been so hurt physically, you're injured, that you have to crawl to safety, or you have to crawl to a phone and call for help. So you are no longer tolerating this, because this is partnerships and relationships, right? But this one is reversed. So you could be simplifying your life by letting go of an unhealthy relationship. Okay, so there's a lot of for some of you, it could be manifesting release, simplification in that sense, right? So let us pull an advice card for you. Let me see which deck do I want to pull an advice card from. I'll take this deck. What advice do you have for group number 2? Whoa. Okay. Strength. You have courage. You can endure, find your center, and spiral into your power. Okay, so change does take courage, particularly for those who are leaving an unhealthy relationship. That does take strength. Okay, manifesting and changing your financial situation also takes strength and consistency and courage. Because why we are stuck in a scarce situation is because we have money wounds. Okay, we have money traumas, we have certain mindsets revolving around money that keeps us in a difficult financial situation. So to get out of that, it actually requires strength and courage to actually say, okay, maybe I've been wrong about money all this while. Maybe I've been looking at prosperity and abundance in a wrong way all this while. Okay, and even when it comes to decluttering, letting go of things can be difficult and it can take courage. Okay, it can be overwhelming and debilitating to think about tackling all the things that we have in the house to release and simplify, but you have what it takes to do the job. Okay, and moving as well, I talk about moving, right? You could be moving abroad, you get an offer to move abroad and work abroad. That takes courage as well. So regardless of the situation, know that you have the strength and the courage to do what is necessary to clear out what is not needed in your life and to attract the good in your life. Okay, all right, so thank you so much, group number 2. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your main card. What is the message for you? What are you manifesting in the next 30 days? So I see here exceeding expectations, and it says I soar into excellence. So what I'm getting here is that please remember that manifestation isn't just about physical manifestations. It could also be intangible things, okay, such as healing, releasing, achievement. Okay, so in this case, in your case in particular, I do see that you are manifesting success that are beyond your expectations. For example, if you are launching a business, it goes really, really well beyond your expectations. If you decide to take a course, you find that it is so easy for you to understand and ace the course. Okay, ace in the tests, ace in the exams. Things come, you understand concepts so easily. You're able to do the practicals really easily as well. You are articulate, you present really well. Yeah, basically things go beyond your expectations. There are also those of you, okay, in the next 30 days, you might be getting to know somebody, so in terms of love, and when you guys kind of like go on a date, even if it's an online date, you guys hit it off really, really well, and it's beyond your expectations. So let us take a couple of cards to get the details. Okay, oh wow, okay, this is way too much, way too many cards. Let me reshuffle. You show us the details for group number 3. Give us some details. Please. Okay, wow. Bunch of cards just fell out. This card fell out just now, and now it fell out again, so I know this is the one. Okay, so the Lovers. What did I tell you guys? Okay, you could be getting to know somebody, or maybe you are getting together with somebody, and it goes beyond your expectations. Okay, you have so many things to talk about, so many things in common, and even the things that you don't have in common, you can talk about and you can learn off of each other, bounce ideas. It just goes really well. Okay, so 8 of Wands here, the Hermit, the Fool. Oh my goodness, so many good cards. The Star, which is healing, and the Sun. Goodness gracious. Amazing. So I do feel it's such a positive card. Congratulations, pile number 3. Whatever it is that you're going into right now, right? If you're launching a business, like I said, if you're writing a book, things go really smoothly and easily. You get the right resources. You get a quote from somebody that is really significant in the field. Everything just goes so well. But I do feel that for some of you, you might be pursuing spirituality, okay, and you will, again, it goes so well. I almost feel like when you start to adopt a certain spiritual modality, maybe for example meditation, some people struggle initially, and then as they get used to it, then it goes smoother. But for you, it's just immediately you feel happy, you feel calm, you feel the positive benefits immediately on the first try. Okay, some people when they start meditating they have to deal with the monkey mind. You don't really have to deal with that. So okay, this is really positive. And also for some of you who are in the process of healing, okay, maybe it is a sickness, maybe it is a diagnosis, it goes really well, it is a positive outcome. Okay, if it is a terminal illness, it could be that there is hope. There is a test drug, it's on trial that you can get on with. It could be that, I don't know why, but the word cancer comes to mind. Okay, so it's almost like, okay, um, it's not aggressive. Okay, so it's not like an aggressive form of cancer, or it is getting better. Okay, it shows progress of getting better. So yes, this is like, it goes beyond your expectations. All right, and this one, beautiful card here for you. Okay, connection. You see, the sun is an affirmative card, so whatever it is that you're asking, it's a yes. Okay, it's a good yes. And if you see, there's a connection here between the sun and this figure, and there's also a connection here between the star and this individual. So you are connected. Okay, you are connected. I feel like it's almost like this is a good time for you. Okay, maybe in your natal chart it is like a good period for you, and everything is going very well for you. Okay, so that is why there is that link with the cosmos there. Okay, what else am I getting here? I feel like you guys are in flow. It almost feels like you are okay. The word inflow comes to mind. It's almost like you combine and you really be at one with the universe, and you're just following the flow, and everything goes so well for you. Okay, so again, I don't think I can say anything more than this. Okay, whatever it is that you are undertaking, it goes well beyond your expectations, whether it's relationships, learning something new, executing a business. Okay, so everything is going well, whether you're healing, whether you're pursuing spirituality, things go well beyond your expectations. So congratulations, group number 3. This is a really good spread for you. So let me just take a card of advice for you. Any advice cards for group number 3? Okay, we have, whoa. We have a couple. All right. New life. Woohoo! New life. Okay, so new beginnings, the tribe, and orphaned. Okay, so let me see, what is this here? New life, the tribe. What I'm getting immediately is that for some of you, you might have faced difficulties in the past few weeks, months, or years, and the next 30 days is going to be really great for you. Okay, it's almost like you're having a new life. You're waking up in another dimension where things go so well for you. Okay, you'll also meet like-minded people. You'll meet your tribe, your soul tribe. For some of you, you might have felt that you don't have friends. The people around you don't understand you, don't understand your vision, don't understand your intention. People tend to misunderstand you. People tend to go against you just for the sake of it, it seems. But in the next 30 days, you will find your soul tribe. You will find the people that you vibe with. Okay, so really awesome cards. And I feel like orphaned, right? Like I mentioned just now that for some of you, you've been around people that are not supportive of you, who just don't like you for some reason, even though you've done nothing wrong to them. Somehow you shining brightly naturally just gets on their nerves. Okay, and they just decide not to like you. All right, so you feel outcast. So this could be what this orphan card is about. But do not worry, you'll be catapulted almost like into a new dimension. Things go well for you, and you'll find your soul tribe. Okay, so That's your reading group number 3. Once again, good on you. I'm so happy to see this spread. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let us take a look at what your main card has to say. So, in the next 30 days, the card here indicates opening to love. My heart is open. So this tells me that there is a very good chance that in the next 30 days, you'll be manifesting and attracting love. Okay, the first thing that came to mind is romantic relationship, or romantic kind of love, but of course this could be also relevant to any other type of love, whether it's paternal, friendship kind of, love between friends. And for some of you, I do feel that you might have been considering taking foster children, okay, adopting kids. And for some of you, it's adopting rescue pets, rescue dogs, rescue cats, rescue birds. Well, for some reason a parrot popped in my head. So there is like opening your heart to bring in new people into your life, or new individuals into your life, and make them a very close part of your life. Okay, like I said, bringing in foster children, adopting, whether it's the children, the pets, and what have you. Okay, so let us pull a few tarot cards and see the details. What do the tarot cards have to give in terms of details to this heart opening? For some of you guys, when it comes to love, it could be that you've been single for a while and you have not wanted to be in a relationship. You've closed your heart, but now I feel like you are ready to open it up for romantic relationships to come into your life. Okay. Some of you have been very hurt and you have sealed yourself off. Okay, you want to protect your heart from being hurt. All right. So, a few tarot cards came out here. There's Judgment. Ooh. Okay, it's playing havoc on the lighting. Sorry, guys. Knave of Swords. I have to be very careful. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, this is a gilded card. It has like a gilded background. Okay, there's Ace of Wands. Okay, let me just slowly show that. Okay, I won't move the card as much. Okay, and then last but not least, Queen of Cups. Okay, you might not be able to see this, but this Queen of Cups is actually holding a child. So like I said, for some of you, you're actually adopting foster children and bringing them into your life. Okay, so from this spread, I get a sense that for some of you guys, right, like I mentioned this when I opened this card, this love doesn't have to be just romantic, it could be friendships as well. Okay, so there's this card Judgment here. I get a sense that for some of you guys, you've been taken advantage of from people that you had counted as friends. Okay, so this opening of the heart is opening the heart to yourself. Okay, it's almost like I love myself too much to let myself be taken advantage of people that don't deserve. Definitely, people who take advantage of you do not deserve you, basically, right? So I love myself too much to let myself be taken advantage of. All right, so there's the Judgment here. I'm judging, I'm evaluating whether these people are truly sincere or not. And when they're not, I have to love myself enough to be uncomfortable, go through the discomfort of letting go of these friends. Okay, I love myself too much to let myself be in the vicinity of these people, even though it's uncomfortable for me to distance myself, and for maybe even to be honest and say, this is no longer working, let's not be friends anymore. It's not working, essentially, even though that is an uncomfortable conversation. But you love yourself enough to be willing to go through that discomfort, and this is what I am sensing. So the Ace of Wands here is the first thing I thought when I saw was fertility. Okay, so for some of you guys, it could be your welcoming, like I said. Maybe for some of you, it could be even surrogacy. Okay, you're opening your heart enough to use your body as a vessel to give the gift of life to parents who cannot do that for themselves. Okay, for some of you guys, that is what I'm getting here. Also, for some of you, it could be if you're in a relationship, you've been dating for a couple of months. There are some of you here who have been traumatized in terms of sexual experience, and you are very careful about being intimate. But in this month, or in the next 30 days at least, you will find it in your heart to actually welcome the intimacy in all sense, not just emotions, but also translated into physical intimacy. Okay, all right, so let us take a look at another deck. Maybe another deck can give even more details. And after this, I'll pull like advice cards. Ooh, well, interesting. This one was left here, so I decided to take that. Put that aside. We'll shuffle. Take other cards. So this card is the World card, completion. Okay, for some of you guys, I feel like you have everything except for one thing. For example, you have you have the success, you have family and friends that love you, but maybe you don't have a partner. And even though it's absolutely okay to be alone and to be happy being alone, but at there are moments where you might feel lonely. There is that sense of there is something missing, okay, occasionally. So in this month, I do feel that perhaps that void will be filled, even if it doesn't become a relationship, but you're open to the idea of dating and interacting and seeing where things go. Okay, so it's almost like that's the last piece that makes it a nice cake even better. Okay, it's like the icing on the cake. The cake is whole, but the icing just makes it even more yummier, if that's even a word. Okay, so the card that came out from me shuffling is the Page of Wands. Okay, so new journey, new identity. This keeps coming back to me, this sense that there are people who are adopting, there are people who are adopting paths. So either way, whether you are adopting children or adopting pets, this is going to be a new journey for you. Okay, because pets, children, they need commitment. Okay, so if before this you're not a mom, now you're going to be a mom. And if before you're not a fur mama, fur daddy, now you're going to be a fur mama, fur daddy. Okay, that's going to give you a new identity, and it's going to give you new adventures, new experiences. Okay, so also for those of you who are opening up to relationships, this is going to be a new journey for you as well. Okay, each partner brings us on a different journey. Okay, so this is definitely going to be something that you will experience the next 30 days. So let me just pull a card as advice for you, because love is heavy here. I'm going to use this deck, Whispers of Love, to get your advice card. Okay. Oh, I love you. Oh, and it's actually, this is the image on the back, and it's similar to one of the cards. So it says, I love you. Plain and simple. All right, I love you. There's nothing plain and simple about I love you, but there's also something plain and simple about I love you, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this is so beautiful, because opening the heart, love here, opening to love. Definitely lots of love coming your way in the next 30 days, whether it's love for the self, love for another, opening the heart to receive a significant individuals in your life, whether it's in the form of children or pets, romantic love, new friendships. Okay, so love, I love you. Just the affirmation, that word whereby it carries so much weight. Okay, I love you. I love myself. Saying to yourself, I love you. Saying to a romantic partner, I love you. Saying to a child, I love you. Saying to pets, I love you. Okay, so lots of love coming your way in the next 30 days. So I'm really happy to see your spread. I hope this helps you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.